Hello everybody, Sophia here. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to use my gel plate, this little rubbery thing here. Sometimes I use it just to hold my card panels down when I'm working on it, but that's not what it's used for. So I have this, it's called a gel printing plate or a gel press. People call it different things. This one's a 5x7 and I don't use it very often. And so please don't think of me as someone to really learn from because I'm going to show you all the things that you're not supposed to do with your inks on a jelly plate. And I'm leaving those in just so you know what not to do. And as the video progresses, I do get better and I do make some really cute cards at the end. So let's get started. So first up, I am using a couple of Distressoxides, and they are Uncharted Mariner, Picked Raspberry, and Carved Pumpkin. Now I'm just putting these down kind of in order that I think will look good. And I started with the light one, or I thought it was the lighter one, because I didn't really want to get my inks all mixed up on my ink pads. Now this is what you don't do. I should have just kept going horizontally, but I started going vertically, and then I just turned into kind of a mud. Now I can still work with that, but nah. So let's try just an all pink one with this picked raspberry. And I am going to squirt a little bit of water on it because Distressoxides are water reactive. So as you'll see in a second here, you'll see how the water reacted with the ink. It's kind of cool, isn't it? Okay, so now let's move on to a few stencils. I'm going to put down some of my carved pumpkin orange and roll it out, and I'm going to put the stencil over top, and then I'm going to place my paper over top of that and see what we get. And that looks really cool. I like that actually. So now I've taken the stencil off. So let's put another paper over top of it and see what we get this time. Lovely. Now that orange is a little brighter in real life than it shows on my camera. So now let's put some pink and some blue down and see what we get. Now I did get a little bit of the blue on my ink pad, so I tried to rub some off there. Not to worry, I'll get it off. And this time I'm not going vertical. Did you notice that? I just went horizontally. Now I put down my stencil and let's have a look and see what we get. Now I didn't let you even see it, but it does look lovely as you can see from the side. Okay, so now here's the second part. Oh, that is beautiful too. I don't know why they just flew off the screen like that. Okay, let's do some greens now and see what happens. I'm spreading them out a little bit because I'm scared to get them in my ink pads. That's why I did that. But I can blend them together. And I'm really not sure about my blending. So anybody that's using these gel plates, let me know what I'm doing wrong because they don't turn out the way that I really want them to turn out. So now I'm going to just spray heavily with some water and see what comes out. Oh, that's kind of cool. I do apologize for always taking them out of view so fast. Okay, let's try this again. We're just going to use one grain ink this time and put down a stencil and see what we get. This is a really cool stencil. I don't know the names of these stencils. They came in a pack of like 15 or something. So, and I'm not even sure if they're branded, to be honest. Oh, now that looked nice, didn't it? Flying off the screen again. Okay, so let's try, I'm not sure what this one's called, but it is kind of really cute. So I'm just going to put my stencil over top and put some more ink on there, roll it out. Okay, so I'm going to put my stencil over top, and I'm going to take one of my panels that I just created, and I'm going to lay it down, press it in, and see what I get on my paper. Of course, again, I'm off camera. There, that's a little bit better. That looks kind of cool, doesn't it? Yeah, I really like that. Okay, now let's put some purple down again, roll it out. Not going to spray some water? Yeah, there we go. There's the water. Okay, now let's put our paper down and see what happens. The water really, really does make a difference when you're gel printing. Ah, look at that. That is cool. All right, I'll probably do a card out of that for sure. Okay, on to the next one. Spray some water on. Oh, now this is a really cool stencil. Let's see. Holding my breath, see how it turns out. It's got to be a good one. Yes, sir. Oh, that is actually interesting. All right, let's try. I'm getting a lot of ink on this paper on the side here. I don't think I'm going to use it for a card though because it looks pretty muddy. But I may cut it up for strips, you never know. Okay, spray some water on again. Put my panel down. Well, it's not really a panel. It's not cut to a panel yet, but my cardstock. Now that looks interesting, doesn't it? I kind of sped up the video too, so that's why it's not showing on screen much, and I apologize for that. I told you I wasn't a professional or anything. All right, clean off my roller here and get some blue down. Roll it on. Ooh, using some purple now. What are we going to create? It's always a mystery. So we have pink, purple, and blue down here now. So let's see what we get. Fingers crossed. Okay, so you know what I didn't do? I didn't put any water down. So, and the stencil has really fine lines in it, so that's what I picked up. But that is a cool and interesting panel to make for a card. Okay, now I'm just going to add some water right over the stencil, and I am going to press it down again and see what I get. And we're going to do a big ta-da. There we go. Ta-da. That's kind of cool. All right, now take the stencil off and just put the panel down. And fingers crossed. And voila. Oh! Okay, so now I've cut my pieces of cardstock into panels, and we did get quite a few patterns actually. And so I'm going to pick a couple and make some cards out of them. There are also a lot of scrap pieces left over after I took the cardstock and cut them down into panels. So another card coming. So here are my cards. Now the first one, I made this card from 2 panels, and what I did was I cut them into 4 rectangles, and I was trying to put a purple border behind them, but I couldn't get it to be even between the panels. So what I did was I just took the little card pieces and I laid them down upside down and taped them together, then put them back on my card, added the purple strips to it, and then I put it through an embossing folder. So now when you look at the card, the little purple strips are blended right in. They're just pressed right into the other papers. So you can't even tell if they're either on top of the card or between the little pieces, but it just looks really cool. Now I also have a oval sentiment here, and this is Best Wishes to You, and it's from Gina K Designs, I believe. Now I also have a box that I call Shapes, and anytime I make some flowers or anything I cut apart, other sentiments and whatnot, I put them in this box, and lo and behold, there was a purple flower in there. So I also added some shimmer, I'm not sure what it's called now, shimmer, whatever. Anyways, it's a shimmer brush, so you can really see it on the card. Now this next card, I didn't want to do much to it because I thought it was beautiful the way it was. So I basically just added a happy birthday friend sentiment, and that's from Paper Rose All Occasion Sentiments pack. And I did some fishtails on the end, added some bling in pink, purple, and turquoise, and done. Now this next one, I wasn't really sure what I was going to do with it because of the black, purple, white. And I thought, okay, let's just go with those colors. So I put a black mat around the panel and then a purple mat. And I just cut out a rectangle, cut a fishtail into it. The happy birthday stamp is from Woodware, I believe. If not, it's Catherine Pooler. I'll let you know in the description. I added some bling and I fussy cut a butterfly to go on it. Now this one here is from all those scraps that were left over. So I just put them diagonally on a piece of cardstock. And then I took my heart die and I cut out the heart from the strips panel. And I made it into a shaker card. Now, I didn't really have the proper shaker material to go in, and it's kind of iridescent and doesn't show a lot of purple pink, which is what I really wanted. Also, the Be Mine on the front is supposed to be underneath the cellophane, and yeah, it's on the top. It happened. So whoever I give the card to won't even know it's not supposed to be on the top. This card, I used the cutout heart and I put a dark purple mat behind it, a light purple strip to the left underneath it, and I used my Martha Stewart border punch to put a cute border. I had a very old stamp called Be Mine, which I stamped on the card. I used my Distressoxide Wilted Violet for this color. I thought it worked quite well. I added some bling to the card in some light purples. And this card is done. So let's have a look at the cards once again. I'm really happy with how they turned out. I'm sure next time they'll turn out better. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you have a great day. We'll talk soon. Bye for now.